How's it going, everybody? It's James back in the Edgefinder today. We are going to do Friday's normal upload, looking at the top buy and top sell of the week today instead of tomorrow, because I'm going on a trip and I'm going to be gone for a little bit. So instead of leaving y'all without that video, I decided let's just go ahead and do it today instead. So we're going to start like we always do by taking a look at the market heat map. And the market heat map here shows us the biggest movers of the day. So we have red and blue boxes. The darker the blue, the stronger the buy, and the darker the red, the stronger the sell. Now we're going to look at the Scorechart Summary here in just a second. And the Scorechart Summary is showing us the what the software is predicting the pairs will continue to move in a certain direction, either a buy or a sell. But here in the market heat map, we are looking at the biggest movers of the day. So from yesterday to today, these are the pairs that have shifted either one way or another the most. So looking up here at our top 6 movers of the day, we see the US10Y, AUD CHF, Euro CHF, USD CHF, NZD CHF, GBP CHF, and then just for fun, we have CAD CHF up here as well. We have lots of Swiss franc moving towards the buy right now. All of these Swiss franc pairs are in the blue, so that's interesting. Let's look down here at the sells. Top 6 sells, we have USD JPY, GBP JPY, NZD JPY. I'm seeing another trend here. CAD JPY, German 30, and CHF JPY. So for some reason, today at least, it may have been like this for the past couple days. I haven't checked the Edgefinder in a day or two, but in the past couple days, and today especially, because again, the market heat map is showing you the biggest movers of the day so far, the Swiss franc is in the buy and the yen is selling hard. Let's look at the Scorechart Summary and see if that is the case as well. Scorechart Summary, again, is different than the market heat map because we are taking into account all of these different metrics that we score here. And the software is making a prediction based off of these metrics, based off real data, whether or not a currency pair is going to continue to trend in a certain direction. So you see here we have a few buys. We actually have a lot of neutrals, which is interesting. We typically don't have this many neutrals, and we still have a lot of sells. And there are some things getting tweaked at the moment. We have people working behind the scenes on the Edgefinder constantly, trying to continue to improve its performance and add new features and things like that. So anything could be getting worked on at any moment. So these two pairs down here looks like they're currently getting tweaked at the moment. So we'll just ignore those for right now. But our top buy up here, we have two tied with a score of 5, and that's the US10Y and Euro Pound. So we'll probably take a look at Euro Pound here in just a second. And then on the sell side, we have only one pair with a score of 7, a strong sell score of 7, and that is Euro USD. We have a lot of pairs here tied with a -6 strong sell, pound, and they're all pound pairs besides gold. So the pound this week so far has been selling pretty heavily, and the software predicts that it will continue to do so. So let's start with the top buy. Click on here, Euro Pound.
Does this look like you? Most new Forex traders don't have a trading plan and are basically gambling the financial markets. Right now, our team at A1 Trading is doing free one-on-one coaching calls where we're going to answer some of your trading questions and help you out. There's no strings attached. We're going to be going over trading strategies with you. We're going to offer you some free downloadable PDFs, and we'll answer some of your questions that you need help with in your trading. And again, it's free. Click the link wherever it is on the screen right now, schedule a call with one of my team members, and we'll go over some of your trading questions. See you there.
And here in the Euro Pound page, we have a lot to take a look at. As we've seen already, we have a buy bias with a score of 5. and we can take a look at COT data and retail sentiment as well. Both of those have scores of 1. So let's look over here. Under sentiment, we have our COT data and retail sentiment. COT data, of course, being institutional trader data. We can see that institutional traders are currently favoring the euro on the long side, but we have the pound 27.36% long and 72.64% short, while the euro sits at 48.62% long and 51.38% short. Retail sentiment, retail traders, day traders are short on the pair. They are selling the pair. 21% long, 79% short for retail traders. But overall, based off of these metrics, our seasonality, our daily price forecast, news, fundamentals, GDP growth, inflation, unemployment, interest rates, all of this other data, the software predicts that this is a buy. And it looks like COT data would agree with that as well. Seasonality, let's see, we are here in the month of September. So here are our numbers for September. The all-time average and last 5-year average both sit at a 0, while the current year average sits at a 0.02. We can see, historically speaking, that from September to October and again into November, historically speaking, we see a downward trend. We have our all-time average, last 5-year and current year average. So this could potentially, based off historical data, move downward, but doesn't seem to be the case at the moment. Trend reading +2, that just means that this market is moving upwards respectively. And then our last things that we score here are GDP growth, inflation, both have scores of 1. Unemployment and interest rates have scores of -1. So let's check it out over here. GDP growth for the pound sits at -0.1%, while the euro sits at 0.8%. Inflation for the pound, 9.9% compared to 9.1% for the euro. Unemployment, 3.6% for the pound and 6.6% for the euro. And lastly, interest rates, 1.75% for the pound and 1.25% for the euro, giving us a 0.5% bias towards GBP. And to get that, we just subtract the larger number from the smaller number, and that is a 0.5 difference between those, favoring the pound. Okay, last thing to take a look at here. I'll go ahead and also just mention the scanner output summary and upcoming news events are two relatively new features in the Edgefinder. They've been in here for the past 2 months or so, but scanner output summary is a written summary explaining all of the data and why it gets scored the way that it does. So if you're the type of person who learns and retains information better when you are reading it, this output summary, this explains all of the different information and data that we're looking at up here. Daily chart, last thing is, that we're going to take a look at. The daily chart shows us the daily average price for today. So Thursday, September 22nd, here are the numbers for today. But what it also does is gives you a price prediction forecast. So based off of all of this information that we've already taken a look at, it is predicting that the pair will continue moving in one of these 3 directions. If it continues to move upward even more, if it goes on a stronger upward trend, then we're looking at this green line here. These are some numbers or some prices that we could potentially see it being around, not these numbers for sure, but around these numbers if the pair continues strong upward momentum. If it stays relatively the same to the pace that it is currently moving in, we're looking at this orange line here. And again, same thing goes for the numbers. These aren't the exact numbers that it could or may end up. These are just predictions for what price could be around. And then lastly, if we dip down a little bit, start on a downward trend or start to slow down a little bit, we're looking at these numbers here, the red line, that is. Okay, so that's our top buy here today. Our top sell, I believe, was Euro USD. Yes, Euro USD was our top sell, but we did just look at a lot of information for the euro. So just for the sake of keeping it interesting and getting in new information, what if we looked at gold? How about we look at gold instead? So here we go. Let's take a look at the numbers for gold instead. Gold, of course, we just have it listed paired along with the US dollar. So here we are, gold, strong sell, score of -6, COT data, and retail sentiment. We have scores of 0 and -1. So let's take a look over here. US dollar 78.63% long here and 21.37% short. And gold sits at 63.73% long and 36.27% short. Retail side 69% long and 31% short from day traders. Seasonality -1. Let's take a look here in the month of September. Here are our numbers for this month. And historically speaking, based on the all-time average and last 5-year average, we see a slight downward trend from September to October, but then an upward trend moving into the last months of the year. -2, this market or this gold is moving down respectively. And GDP growth, inflation, interest rates all have scores of -1, and unemployment is our one loan score with a +1 here. So let's look. US dollar GDP growth sits at -0.6%, inflation 8.3%, unemployment 3.7%, and interest rates 3.25%. Again, of course, we have our scanner output summary and our upcoming news events. Feel free to pause the video and read through this if you would like to. And our daily chart. Here are the numbers for today. And we have our price predictions as well. So I'll hover over these so you can see some numbers here. Again, these are predictions for what price could look like potentially based on all these different metrics. There we go. So that is a look at our top buy and one of our top sells here in the Edgefinder for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and found the information useful. If you want the Edgefinder for yourself, you can do that by clicking the link in the description. We have links down there for you to check out the tool for yourself, as well as a new feature that we're doing where you can actually book one-on-one video calls with members of our team here. We have a support team ready and standing by at all times to help you guys with any questions about trading, about the software, about purchasing something or joining our VIP Discord community. Any questions that you guys have about the company, software, or trading, we have people on standby, happy and ready to help you with any of your questions. So feel free to sign up and schedule a call with one of our team members if that's something that you'd be interested in. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one.